I close my eyes to see signs. Transcribe a place in my mind on a page in this time. I realign, redefine and refine just to set sights on what I describe as mine. I walk through my ashes and straight through the portal. I am with God, although I am mortal. In this here form, I take form to be thoughtful, just to think back to times I thought we were normal. Lifeless, life left. My body is my hobby, growing my chest. My quest, I try my best to speak in true form. I swore to show I'm blessed. Now I speak from the stars. I talk of my heart. I will go far, for my all is my art. I am not far, though we are apart. I am not present, but presently past. That's a madness. Poetry and rhyme to write of my sadness. I am the light, I do right in this badness. I had to get well, heal hell with this practice. Take action, reaction to the destruction of man. I lose myself just to know who I am. I love with my pen and bend with his plan. In my lowest of lows, I overstand. If it's all on the line, then I won't go under. I am his lining, I am his thunder. You can try hide and you can try run, but if you see what I see, you give thanks for his wonder. Just want to say a huge thank you to BYOB for having me. You guys, you're an amazing audience, and for those of you who have hit up the open mic tonight, you guys have been incredible. And a special thank you to my tribe. Yes. Okay, let's go. YA. Yes. Diagonal. Yeah. Stop it, Bex. I don't want to go too deep. I don't think I'm ready, but my soul's been weak and my heart's so heavy, but when my flow's been hindered and my flows steady, I'm going to talk about me so you don't forget me, am I? No one on the street, you would never suspect me. A poet on heat until my words upset me. And I'm hard to undress. Deflection's my distraction, while my real intent is to ignite your interest, so you can reflect on your reaction to a real empress. Where mathematically I fraction, my need to impress with my need to be the best. Yes, I know I've got a complex. I was told I failed, so I need to feel successful. Not regretful, a handful of times I should have been more resentful. That year had me mental. I was going mental. I knew a crown was there, I just assumed it was dental. Presented with just one wall, staring at this one wall. My vision so impaired I couldn't see it was a portal. I'm feeling thoughtful, a little resourceful. My mind so sick, I was feeling me immortal now. I'm a force though. I'm a force, though. I'm a sequence of chemical reactions and combustion, growing accustomed to site suppression and myself down living in my functions when really I'm propane. Once you add that sodium and copper, I'm basically that flame. I'm basically fire. I'm trying, I'm choosing. I'm that force of Hadouken. Conscious mind, I'm unconscious being who goes out sometimes to recite her rhymes for some spiritual healing. In a room full of like-minded people, I mean like-minded beings. I caught a minute on the mic one time, now I'm lyrically bleeding. My mind needs feeding, I like being read when it's me doing the reading. I'm honestly trying to lead a simple life in my own dimension. And if I talk for a piece, it's clearly recollection. If I refer to a higher being, that's because we have a connection. But this negativity is affecting my self-progression. It's all self-reflection. Should I mention that my intention when I vent what I vent is to talk with conviction and release my own tension? That's a fact, right? Day to day for me, sometimes it's like that's an act, right? I'm gonna try to act right, but the only time I'm truly in my right mind is when I'm in my mind, right? That's what I find. I find out when I write using my right side, my mind gets right, I get life, I get why my perceptions of our deceptions become projections on real life. I'm trying to live in my own realm, you know, like my own round. So as much as I'm speaking in a public place, you best believe I stay selective about who I'm talking about. I should have said hi, caught my eye, and just walk by. Wish you good night. I tried to deny, like you weren't all mine, like you weren't all mine on side. Sometimes I cry, sometimes I smile when I think of why we didn't survive, but it's fine. You're still my king. I pray the Most High gives you all your blessings. You left me I said, you left me. I stood alone with my heart in my palms. I saw you slip through my fingers as your head turned. Bed turned, just the fuel fires that left me burn out. Left out, I was let down. I cried about it. Too many times I reached out, I got shut out. I just had to write about it, painful. To tear particles from a fusion just to misuse them, abuse and diffuse them with lies. I can't see you in person, but at night sometimes I swear I still see your eyes. I feel all your cries. Now we're both wounded. You lost my trust when you fucked up, now look what you did. Excuses. Truth be told, I was bold and you tarnished all my passions. Fragments of my heart still lay there, somewhere in the wild, where we laughed till we smiled with our inner child we played there. Now you want to be grown-ups about it. When he created two beings from one soul, and we shared everything in common and reflected all. You never said yes, yet you spiritually called, but it's time I let go because you couldn't fall. I no longer want you. I meant it when I said I love you enough to let someone else love you. I could never be mad at you. How can I judge you? I am you. I'm of you. I'm so you. I'm enough to live my whole life without you. As long as you love you, I back down you. Don't need to worry about me being around. I bow to your crown to my king. Back down to your queen. I'll bow down to him, my king, my warrior. If only you could recall the way we were. I lost too much already trying to make you remember. I know a union would be perfect, but let's not pretend the Creator made a union to happen at the end. So if this ain't our last life, it will happen then. Ascend. I send this letter of inception to you for inspection, read and receive, for I have no suggestion. I'm blessing this message in the hope you will get it, in the hope your soul will see it, in the hope you can't forget it. I get it. We've got work to do and we're both still healing. One day, can you tell me the truth and tell me what you're feeling? I lost you. I'm grieving. I thought you were twin to my being. I won't write again. Just know that I'm leaving. Now I'm like, come to me. I said I'm like, come to me. I won't declare war until you run from me. Come to me. Now I'm like, come to me. I won't declare war until you run from me. Come to me. Seaweed in my eyes too high to see what you have done to me. Fun to me. Now, nothing to me now. I cried my tears. How did you smile while I cried out? Just to watch me drown. Let down, I let out. Just to kneel before I bow, before he gave me my crown. Scribing out lines just to rise when I falter. Attacking my spirit when it was my soul you slaughtered. Now he's like, you walk the front line patiently. Now it's time to pray with me blatantly. You know you're there in my prayers, you stay with me. I must stop asking for God to forgive me. I seek more than the light dwelling within me. I seek more than poetry in these lines when I rhyme and I verse with no false idols. I do not write for my purse to swell like my eyes do. After I cry when they lie and I seek truth. I'm not behind if I'm walking within you. King you. Used to be kindred to the Most High there in you. Sin you. Lay your life on the line like you're next to kin to. Carry this legacy. I bring the energy. We are not meant to be. Words heaven sent for me. I grew up in these streets. I go hard for my three daughters. I strive for them to smile and laughter. I rise each time I falter. I lit candles that day for the peace to remain and a way to be paved in a place of behaviours. I wake and I pray and give thanks for each day for my goals and my pain. If it means they are saved, they will never seek a father in their partner. They will not ignore the signs in designer. I strive for everything they've ever been deprived of. I only have one goal to go after. I got kickback, step backs, left out, let in, let out, within, without, in, out, let down, slow down, cry down, slow down, grow down, slow down. I'm found, give thanks, I'm out of order. Defining myself just to stand at an altar. Killing myself just to claim bricks and mortar. Diving inside just to find I am water. They can't hold on to an old hell that they sell like it's freedom. I had to fall down just to drown deeper meaning. I prayed to him to reveal my path for healing. Then I cried me a river so I'm not one for streaming. Feelings. Like you telling yourself that there's a hell in yourself when you're selling yourself short of helping yourself. And I would never handle arguments the way I did back then. I dare somebody tell me those tales again. I swear I'll never handle myself that way again. Chasing a position, wishing I was minimum girlfriend. There's no minimum spending these minimum ends. Risking with a minimum offence with bare minimum sense. Just to hold down J's and ways you're no longer tied to. I'll never go back to the old life I'm wise to. This life as I rise, I die just to renew. You have to understand the battles within you. Without vetting are the ones with a bad intention. intentions, and if your heart's clean and your thoughts are pure and someone welcomes you in their life, that's a blessing. Don't ever mistake it. Too often it's a mistake to be misunderstood and then disrespected. I've accepted. People operate on more than just emotions. I'm learning my lessons every day, like, I accept that, and my heart is still open, but I'm no one's victim, no one's owner. You're responsible for your own actions. If you took it too far, own up. People mess up, I'm with it. Sometimes a real test of your character is based on forgiveness. As God is my witness, I get it. But my heart's clean and my thoughts are pure, so to let go is a given. I just write about my experience, that's my thing. So you gotta give me a minute. Sometimes I gotta be like, listen. You don't know me. Like, with all due respect, you know a particular persona I deliberately show at a show on the road, but you're not in my home, so never think that you know, and you don't know me. Like, oh, you thought because of that time, or because of that line, or because I am nice, that's right, you can try to control me. I'm not fake. Don't mistake my politeness for meekness, my kindness for weakness, my levels of deepness, and my mental's a genius. I'm not down with the meanness. Appreciate the sweetness. It takes a lot for me to perform sometimes. You won't even know I'm sleepless. Stress is ensure I sleep less. I pray and I feel blessed. I understand it's not a contest, but I must try my best. Deeper levels now, try less. You see, I'm trying to stay grounded all the while I have to accept I'm a highness. So now I've got commitments to issues that affect this whole world if we're talking about circles. Too dirty for my dirt to ever be considered fertile. Like, my shoots can never grow. Like, when I shoot my shot, I'll never know. Had to keep my light bright enough, or let the light shine enough to let the shine brighten up the seeds I've already sown. It's like, I could never show how I've grown up and owned up to this throne stuff on my own stuff. If I show up for my glow up and I blow up, then we'll all know. Then we'll all know who's really down and who's down for the really. Who's riding for me and who's riding with me. Who wants to applause me and who pauses to click me. Who's down for the show but not sure for the really. Who understands my cause? Who wants to throw me off course? Who wants to grow the discord? Who wants to highlight my flaws? Who wants to stir in my sauce? Who wants to tell me of course? Who wants to see us take flights, but then hate when we soar? I had strange commitments to lenders, suppliers and vendors. I stopped watching time vendors I post, while those senders have me with backache from travelling, with this straddle in my abdomen, while I'm carrying a bag of sins to transcend good from bad things. I'm praying hard but stammering. My load is like the darkness brings a heavy load. It's managing to manage man while fathoming the famishing, the damaging, the damaged things, the damages, the damaged land, the damaged kings, the damaged line, the damaged kin. I search ether. I scoured the cowards and chased creatures. I move heaven and earth from beneath us to make space safer, main maze to maintain their mainframe so they stay away. They see no choice from new planes that sustain a pat made to make change but not reach us. Because even those with the greatest knowledge can feel the greatest woes and not teach us. Because even those with the strongest strength can set intent but not breach us. So even those with a love so warm and a heart so pure cannot heat us. Then even those with a wrath of hate can try emulate but not beat us. I've seen pious men, I've seen teachers preach thus, prayer and speech does hold power enough to defeat, but take heed. You can't be, leave just to see we cannot be thee. Once to reap seeds that form trees, we could just be, breathe, dig deep, be us. You got to see the light in the fixtures, the writing in scriptures. You have to mix up their mixtures just to size up their pictures as fictitious. I turn when it turned malicious, villains so vividly vicious. Sometimes they lied so well, even I got suspicious. I got missions, I got insights and now I got visions. I got my mind's eye to remind my decisions aren't even decisions. If we in existence are only persistent to our main resistance are living. I wonder how many clenched fists would give in if we gave in to giving. Task 1, hold meds, pray, just listen. Task 2, know thyself through revision. Unlearn the answers that you thought lay hidden, just to conquer the power that lay waiting within. Then vibrate to that rhythm, align my division, accept my position, connect to the system. It's introspection, takes intro and intellect to reassert your higher self so you can stay alert to a greater purpose and just feeling hurt so you can love again and not divert, just to carry out the most highest work and stay winning. I understand answers are missing. I see flowers blooming forgiven. I see prayers that were already made and wishes that were already given. You see, I'm no heathen. I said I'm no heathen. You were gasp as you dwelled in the depths of the hells as you swelled and swelled in the realms that I've been in. I read readings, been left for dead, I left dead, my left dead I was bleeding. So energies from enemies has many me's attentively aligning in assemblies to counterclash you readily. I said energies from enemies has many me's attentively aligning in assemblies to counterclash you readily. Now I'm mixed. Power with pleasure and I see through my mind's eye. I see what what I see, but I cannot describe my position, composition coordinates while I navigate through this universe and travel through time. I'm society illiterate, a little belligerent. I talk deliberate, sought for deliverance, fought for intelligence, study both curriculums like algorithms, idioms. I'm more than a bare minimum. Light, I carry the light, but I ain't light like lithium. I find my medium, my mind's my medium. I rise like a premium in balanced equilibrium. Circumstance on this earth's circumference, I click glitches through time as I interrupt the meridian line. A concept of time, a concept not mine. I retract time back to defy the restrictions they gave us, evictions they made us. Walk with no shoes in a place where they hate us, despise and berate us, condemn and convict us as convicts and killers with weapons they give us. Tell us we can fly, really got us believing, but then a wall of the ceiling that limits our dreaming, obstructs our breathing. How are we supposed to fly when we're down here kneeling? You see, I see it now. My tribe, I see it now. And I've got to keep a certain energy to keep it now. It's deeper now. I've got to plant on a high level just to reap it now. I seek it out. That seed of doubt is what I speak about now. I'm involved. I've evolved. I've resolved. My story's told. I will grow old. Loving me, loving Lee, love and see. Hide and seek, find and speak. My depths are deep. My soul's been weak, but my mind is free. And my pages keep the very heart of me. I'll wholeheartedly give. Please receive. All praise be to the creator of me, because it might not be clear to see, but it's personal to me. My reflections are reaction as an action, as I mention my resentment when I consider my sentence on my mind's death row. Broken glass tiptoes, undefeated although I walk fast and slow, 100-2-0. I know I now owe so much more to myself than an apology. Now I utilize that pain and apology. Now I'm running a meal anomaly. I'm centered and still. I solemnly dare to speak honestly of my peak. Now I'm free, now I'm freed. Please heed my need for you to be happy and at peace just like me. Because although my words scream acknowledge me, and my socials are set for you to follow me, this time last year I could barely be, barely breathe, and all I really mean is just stop and see how you can change your point of view, because changing changed me. Right now.